to December the 2nd, and we are here to do all of our festive frivolities for the morning. I have had a shower, I've washed my hair, it is air drying. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've had a haircut. It's much shorter than it was, and it's really funny because it's when it's drying kind of wavy, and I think it wasn't able to do that as much when my hair was longer, so I think it's nice. I'm enjoying it. Apologies if you can hear the bins being collected in my street. It's Tuesday morning and that's bin morning, so apologies if that's a problem for you. I'm going to start with earrings today because I almost forgot them yesterday. We are selecting from here, and I am noticing that I have, in this dress I'm wearing today, kind of orangey tones, which is going to clash with red. However, I have this fun pair of earrings, which I think I've sorted my lighting issue from yesterday as well. They're little magpies, but the tones in this are kind of orangey. The top is very red, but the bottom bits are more orangey. So I think they're going to be the winner for today. So let's pop those on. And we'll get ready and do our advent calendars in just a moment. There we go. Fun. Alright, put that away out of the way. Ooh. I'm always nervous that I'm going to lose an earring if I'm not careful. Alright, let's do our spinner first today. So we're going to roll our dice. And today, oh, it's a 5 again. Man, I would say the Macmillan is the one that's got the least number on the of things on the dial. Up. Okay, so we rolled a 5, which means we're spinning from the Macmillan spinner today to find out what we're going to be reading. And today we're reading a Christmas inspiration. So let's grab that. Now, if I go back to, I have a spreadsheet, by the way. Christmas inspiration. Okay, that is by L.M. Montgomery. And 92117. Okay, so it's 8 pages long, which is good. Here it is. We're going to put our bookmark in. And I will probably read this one when I get home from work today. So anyway, we're ready to go. So that's that. And I think it's time to do our advent calendars. We're not going to do the stationery one today because that's only a 12. But let's start with what could be the unhinged one. If you were here yesterday, you will know that we had a lot of difficulty, first of all, opening this one, and second of all, there was nothing inside. So I'm just going to start this one off before I turn it around. So here's number 2. Oh, at least we have something inside. Okay, let me just check this other second thing in there. Alright, we have, actually that's kind of cute. It's a little ring, and it's a little bit rubbery. Will I wear that to school today? It only really fits on my pinky finger, but here we go. We're in. Alright, that's number 1. Number 2 is going to be this one, which is here's number 2 up here. These are our little wooden figurines. Oop, cute. Just popping that box back in. Today little snowman. That is cute. I hope you can see him okay. I've got another light set up behind the camera now, which I think will solve our little problem. So that is day 2. That's cute. I like that. Alright, I'm going to put him next to, I've just got them set up over here with the reindeer from yesterday. And then we have our little advent from my husband and my cats. Let's see what today has in store for us for day 2. So today our tea is called GLEWT, ginger, lemongrass, echinacea and white tea. Keeps you from coming unstuck. And this one is a tea tonic tea today. I have had these tea bags for a really long time, so, but they're like foil wrapped, so they should be still okay. We'll find out. Alright, so let's see. We've got our little Sudoku from Xanthi over here, and Charlie's Chuckle Corner this morning, just in case you weren't here yesterday. Xanthi and Charlie are my 2 cats. Xanthi's the brown cat who, if you have been in my channel before, you potentially have seen, because she sometimes will sleep up here or come and sit with me while we're filming. Charlie's my ginger cat, who you probably haven't seen because she doesn't hang around. Okay, our question today, here's the joke. What did the grape say when the elephant trod on it? What did the grape say when the elephant trod on it? Pause if you want to think a little longer on that. The answer is nothing. It just gave a little whine. W-H-I-N-E, whine. But whine. Okay, we will do our little puzzle at some point today. Right, but I better go and make myself a cup of tea, and I will report back once I've tried it, and I'll let you know how it is. Okay, I have finished my little Xanthi's Sudoku. I feel like I've gotten really good at drawing the little Christmas puddings. Just a little reflection. Please don't tell me if you disagree. Okay, we're going to try the tea, which is the GLEWT from Tea Tonic. Today our mug is this is from T2 actually, and it was the one that came with a Christmas Carol, a copy of A Christmas Carol, and some various teas, which actually I probably should be drinking also, but let's try this tea. Ooh, that's quite nice. I mean, the ginger is subtle, but it's there. I really like ginger teas. Very nice, like, mouth feel. I will be seeking that one out. That's really nice. Okay, I'm going to leave it there for this morning. I will check back in this afternoon when I get home from work and I have read the short story. And I'll let you know. Actually, before I sign off, today one slightly Christmassy thing is happening, which is so this is the 3rd last week of school. In Australia, our school years are run with the normal year, like the start of the school year is in January. I know in the Northern Hemisphere you start in September, which is weird. Weird to me. Anyway, we have our big holiday over our summer, which is December, January. And February is also part of summer. Anyway, refocus. We're coming up to the end of the school year for us, which means that I have been preparing little gifts to give to some of my students, and because today will be the last day that I see some of them, because I see them, my students, twice a week, I will be giving some of them their Christmas presents today. I've got one little boy who is in year 1, 1st grade, and he's been like asking me all year, like periodically. He'd be like, "Are we gonna do that thing where you let us pick little things to take home?" And I'm like, "Are you talking about Christmas?" Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're going to do that at Christmas. So anyway, his group will be going today. So he has been so excited, and I did tell him yesterday that we were going to be doing it. So he will come ready. So anyway, that should be a nice part of the day. Obviously, I'm not going to film that because they're other people's children, and it's my job. But if I think of it today, I might get some footage of like the little gifts that they get to choose from. So yeah, including one that I've made. I made fidgets for them all, so that should be a fun little part of the day. Anyway, that's what's happening today, and I will check back in with you this afternoon. Alright, so these are the little fidgets that I've made for the kids. This is how you fidget with them. And I've made enough for all of the children that I see. We've already had some kids coming through, but they get to choose one of those, one of these, one of these. They get a little squishy ball. And then me just getting rid of stuff from my prize box that's been sitting there for too long. They choose 3 things out of this basket. Hi everyone, just checking back in after having read my short story for today. Today I read A Christmas Inspiration by L.M. Montgomery, and I quite liked it. It was a little short story about some girls who were living in a boarding house, and everybody other than them had gone home for Christmas, all the young people, and there's another not elderly, but older lady that also lives at the boarding house who, when they all got their Christmas Eve mail, it was, she didn't get anything, and, she was sort of a bit sad and pathetic, and the inspiration is that they decide that they're going to do something nice for her, to make her feel special for Christmas. So it was a nice vibe. A little bit preachy, as L.M. Montgomery can be sometimes, but a bit like obviously moral, I guess. But yeah, I'm glad to have read it. So yeah, that's my story for today. We had a nice day. I was able to give out some of my gifts to some of my students today. We'll do a little bit more of that tomorrow. But yeah, I will sign off for now, and I will catch you again tomorrow morning. Bye.